To assist you in completing the application problem 5-2, where you will complete a bank reconciliation, I am recording the sample work together bank reconciliation for 5-2 that we did in class on Monday. So, if we're looking at the instructions for this particular work together, we see that the form is given to us to complete the reconciliation. On July 29th of the current year, Deep Clean received a bank statement dated July 28th. The following information is obtained from the bank statement and from the records of the business. The bank statement balance says $1,528. There's a bank service fee of $2, a $150 outstanding deposit from July 28th, and outstanding checks number 103 and 105 for $70 and $35 respectively. You have in your checkbook a balance on your check stub number 106 of $1,575. We must do the following. Prepare a bank reconciliation dated as of July 29th of the current year, record the service charge on our check stub, and then journalize the service charge on page 14 of our general journal using memorandum 44 as the source document. The first thing that we will do is we will put the date of our bank reconciliation. The date will be July 29th. We're going to put our check stub number, which is 106. And then on this side of the bank reconciliation, we see, pardon me, I clicked on the wrong thing. On this side of the bank reconciliation, we see on the left side where we're going to put the information that we have in our records. On the right side of the bank statement reconciliation is where we're going to put the information starting with the dollar amount on the bank statement itself. So we're going to use the balance on our checkbook stub, which the balance on our checkbook stub was $1,575. And then we're going to deduct bank service charges. And this is going to be a service charge. And the dollar amount of that service charge was $2. And the total bank charges was $2. Now, if we've got a deduction that the bank took, but we don't have that in our records, in our bank, in our balance in our checkbook, we're going to have to subtract that information, that service charge information, and have a new balance on our checkbook of $1,573. Now we go over to the other side, and we work on what the balance is from the bank statement. We use $1,528, and then we add any outstanding deposits. You're really just pretty much following the information that's right on the reconciliation form. We see that the date of that deposit was July 28th. And the dollar amount was $150. If there were more deposits, we would put that on there as well. So the total of our deposits is $150. Now, if our bank statement balance says $1,528, but we deposited more money since that bank statement was issued, we need to make sure we add that amount. So we're going to add the $1,528 and the $150 to give us $1,678. Next, we're going to deduct any outstanding checks. So we see from the reconciliation information that we have a check outstanding from check number 103 in the amount of $70. And then we have a check in the amount of check number 105 in the amount of $35. a total of outstanding checks is going to be $105. Now, if these are outstanding, which means they have not been cashed, we've issued them, we sent them to other parties, and they've not been cashed, we need to subtract that because the bank thinks that we have that $105 in our bank account, but we really don't. So we need to subtract that out. And when we subtract it, that brings us to $1,573, and now our two balances balance. They equal each other. Then we would compare this amount then later on with other information. Next step is going to be to prepare the check stub. So this is the section of our check stub where we're going to record the service charge. So the balance on our check stub was $1,575. That's the balance that was in the check stub. Now what we want to do is make sure, and we put that balance brought forward in both places here, and now we want to make sure that we record the service charge. So we're going to put service charge for $2 here, and put the dollar amount here. And now we have to subtract this, and our new balance is $1,573. And again, now our balance in our check stub matches the balance on our bank reconciliation in both places. The last step in this process is to post the journal entry for this transaction. And we're going to post that journal entry on the 29th. We're assuming that there were already dates in July because this is the end of the month. And we're going to record this as a miscellaneous expense. And it's going to be on Memorandum 44. And the debit to the expense is for $2. And then we're going to credit our cash because our cash is really actually reduced now by the $2 service charge. And that's all there is to it. That's your bank reconciliation, updating your checkbook stub, and posting, processing a journal entry for a service charge. Hopefully this is helpful to you as you complete your application problem. Thanks. If you have questions, just send me an email.